Time again for our Focus 50 Plus segment. Dr. George Schofield joins me. And George, today you're talking about finding a great part-time business.
That's right, exactly.
And we've heard a lot about this, but when you experiment with this, how do you do that?
Well, there are a couple of reasons to do it. First of all, just to recap,
yes.
If you retire at 75 and you live to 95, you're going to need, say, $50,000 a year. That's $1 million. A lot of us don't have those kinds of savings. So now's the time to begin to experiment. If you're really good at cooking, you could begin to prepare meals for people, not a restaurant, simply putting it in the freezer. If you're great at travel, you could begin to do a travel business or write about it. The idea is that the new research says that the people who are the happiest in retirement have 3 income streams. They have their retirement savings, they have Social Security, and they also have some sort of at least part-time work, frequently from their own business that they've started earlier.
But what if you experiment but you don't like the results? Do you just go back to what you were doing?
That's why it's called an experiment. If you do it now in a low capital way and not have spent a lot of money on it, but begin to build something small, and it can grow over time, it'll be there for you at retirement. You'll be able to step into it and it'll be yours.
Now, is this something you can take a year or two? I mean, it seems like there would be no rush because you really want to find something that's going to sustain this income.
That's right. In fact, if you're going to do it, you want to begin earlier because the advantage of having your own small business and building your own brand is not only do you have income stream, the third income stream that we talked about, but it's also a question of you own it, and it's an asset that you can sell later on, as opposed to having a part-time job where you have no equity or ability to sell it.
Right, but if you're starting this part-time business, let's talk about that versus maybe just doing a part-time job. Is the business better potentially?
Well, it's not necessarily better. It's a question of what's the best fit for you. Right now, you could have a part-time job in another business that's aligned with the interests that you might have. In the long run, if you start small, just even with friends, practicing, inviting people in, doing a variety of things that work for you, the idea would be that you would not only have the control of your time and you would have the income from it, but you could potentially also have something you could sell that would be a brand in a business later on. So it depends on your availability and what's the best choice for you. It's really a business decision.
Great information, George. And what do we have in store next week?
Oh, next week we're going to go back to continuing to talk about careers and work. The world of work is really, really changing. How we do it, where we do it, when we do it. And it's going to affect all of us because we're going to have to work longer.
All right, George. Well, thank you so much. And if you want more information on George, you can go to www.georgeschofield.com. All right, George, we'll see you next week. And we'll be back after this with your viral videos.
Good. Thanks.